Hello, everybody, and welcome to Nathan on Shuffle and to my latest episode of New Music Weekly, the show where I give you guys the top 5 prog news headlines for the week, introduce you guys to some new prog singles, and give you updates on what's happening on the channel here on Nathan on Shuffle. I'm glad you guys have decided to show up today and are going to watch my episode. Thank you to all my long-term subscribers and those just coming on board recently. I'm grateful for all of your support and attention. And we should have a fun time doing a bit of a news roundup today. So it's August 29th, 2025. A little bit of a short item list, but each item is really cool in my opinion. It's a lot about some of my favorite artists that are active right now. So want to dive in and get to it. First of all, 2 really cool new releases this weekend that I want to point out and highlight. One is a band called ILO and their album Legacy. This is a prog metal band from the UK. They just released their album, I believe, on Kscope, and it's fabulous. It's one of the best prog metal albums of the year. I think it puts them kind of in an upper level category amongst their peers, amongst other prog metal bands. So highest recommendation. I'm going to be doing a solo review on this one because it's that good. It's worth its own spotlight. So I'm going to be talking about that in the near future. Also out this weekend from Inside Out is Asymmetric Universe and their album A Memory and What Came After. This is an Italian duo, 2 brothers who are just great instrumentalists and multi-talented, doing all kinds of different things. This is prog metal, but with kind of a jazz fusion-y twist, all instrumental, with some cool guest stars, and it's just a killer album if you like cool jazz fusion melded with some prog metal. It's just a really cool record, worth your ears and attention. So those are 2 that really stood out to me this weekend. Let me know in the comments if there's any other albums that you guys are digging that came out this weekend that I may have missed, but those are the big 2 headlines that I know about and that I've been enjoying. Onto our prog news list. Item number 1, Lunatic Soul announced new album The World Under Unsun and release a new single. This is the project of Maurice Duda, who's of course Riverside's main composer and vocalist bassist. This is kind of his other project. This is the 8th studio album from Lunatic Soul, and it's kind of the ending in his words of this kind of cycle of albums that all are related and tell this kind of same conceptual story. So it's kind of the end of a really long arc of albums that they've put together. This album, The World Under Unsun, is coming out October 31st. So right on Halloween Day. Gonna be really cool. I'm gonna be checking this one out, certainly. I'm a big fan of Maurice Duda, especially of Riverside, but I've really liked some of the Lunatic Soul stuff. It tends to be a bit more atmospheric, a bit more ambient, more electronic based than Riverside proper, but really great music. And some really interesting, innovative, progressive things going on in this music. There's a new single out, The Prophecy, which will be on my prog singles list. Check in the description for a link to a playlist where I've put together all of these great tracks that are coming out this year. So these will be at the top of that list. The ones I talk about in this episode. But I'm really excited. It's a double album, so it seems like it's a lot of material to go through. It's about a 90-minute album, I believe. And it's going to be a really cool release that's coming out October 31st. It's available to pre-order in various formats. Vinyl variants coming in gatefold sleeve on 180-gram vinyl with a 4-page LP booklet. And I believe it's available on CD as well, a double CD. So definitely go out and pre-order if you're interested. Should be a really strong release in Inside Out's catalog. Item number 2, Gazpacho share a new single from their forthcoming new album. This is called Magic 8 Ball. This, I believe it's the title track of the record. So the single is called Magic 8 Ball as well as the upcoming album. 8 new tracks around the idea of fate. And it's going to be somewhat of a conceptual album like they tend to do. And I think the single's really interesting. Like when I think of Gazpacho, I think more atmospheric, more laid back and ambient and kind of these bigger soundscapes. But this track is pretty fun and pretty interesting and has a bit more of an upbeat sensibility. But really cool. Interested what the band has coming up moving forward. They're a great band that have a pretty good catalog under their belt. So if you're a big Gazpacho fan, a lot to be excited about with that upcoming release. The album release for the Gazpacho album, I believe, is also on October 31st. So another great album coming out around the same time as the Lunatic Soul one. So 2 big albums to put on the calendar for future releases. So excited to hopefully pick up those at some point and hopefully talk about them more on the channel. Item number 3, Big Big Train released new live single Beneath the Masts from their forthcoming live album. So they have a new album coming out called Are We Nearly There Yet, which is releasing on September 19th, so only a few weeks away, honestly. This is subtitled Live Around the World and collects together a series of performances recorded in 2024 and 2025 on the band's tours, visiting the UK, USA, Canada, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Norway, Denmark, and Portugal, as well as co-headlining Cruise to the Edge in both years. So a big, massive amount of touring, and this is documenting all this touring that they did around that time. Beneath the Masts is a really cool epic from their latest album, The Likes of Us, so it's cool to get a really meaty 18-minute song as a bit of a single for the upcoming live record, so it gives you a really great idea of what to expect on the live record. They're releasing it through their own English Electric Recordings label on 2 CD and 3 LP versions. Also available on Bandcamp with high-resolution download and streaming. So definitely a release to look forward to if you're a Big Train fan like I am. They're just really killing it, and hopefully next year they should be coming out with a new studio record, but this is a good placeholder, a good live album to get you ready and excited for what's to come in the future for the band. Item number 4, Neal Morse announces a new singer-songwriter album and a Morsefest 2024 release. I'm, of course, a big Neal Morse fanatic, so any news from Neal is really exciting for me. It looks like this new singer-songwriter album, I believe it's about 8 tracks, and just him kind of doing different things, journey through my heart, my memories, and sometimes the hearts of characters I've imagined. It's a quieter kind of album, less about the epic, more about the honest moment. Is what Neal Morse says about the upcoming record. So nothing progressive, it's more just standard pop rock, singer-songwriter, maybe folk-tinged Neal Morse album, but it should be really interesting for those who are fans of his. And the big Morsefest 2024 release should be really cool. This is a 4 CD, 2 Blu-ray set capturing the full London show of Morsefest from 2024, featuring performances from DiVirgilio, Morse, and Jennings, as well as some excerpts from Jesus Christ the Exorcist, a musical that musical opera, however you want to put it, rock opera that Neal Morse created. And then also the Joseph epics, his last 2 records that focused on the Joseph story from the Bible, the Dreamer and the Restoration. So a lot of material there in a pretty big, cool set. And he's doing bundles of all these releases, so you can bundle them together if you'd like, or pre-order them separately if that's what you'd like to do. So these are cool new albums on the horizon. I believe it's that same time frame of October 31st release. So a lot to look forward to for these releases. Some really cool stuff coming up not too far into the future here. And then finally, a new Moron Police single called King Among Kittens was released. I'm a huge fan of Moron Police, and so I'm really excited for their upcoming record, Pachinko. This is a short, little, fun, silly song from the band. It's very much akin to the songs that they had on their previous record, A Boat on the Sea, so that should be really exciting for fans of that record. So check out that single. It's really fun and a great indication of what's to come from them as well. They also released Pachinko Part 1, which was a really extended proggy track from the record a few weeks ago. So we've got quite a good taste for what their new record will be like. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It seems, based on information on Apple Music, it seems that the new Pachinko album will be released November 28th, but I don't think the band has officially announced it yet. There's no pre-orders quite at this moment, but that's something to kind of pinpoint on your calendar if you're looking forward to the new Moron Police. It should be coming out around that time. if Apple Music is to be believed. So, and that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. There's some really cool news items, some really cool upcoming releases in the next few months that I'm really excited about. On the channel itself, I did 2 recent videos. One, a bit of a rant or discussion video about my music listening and collecting habits, talking a little bit about kind of a new direction possibly for the channel of doing more roundup reviews, doing less spotlighted album reviews, and kind of giving myself a chance to give more listening time to the albums that I really love rather than diverting my attention to so many different things. So it's just an interesting little video. It's a bit scattershot, so it's hard to really tell you what it's all about. It's about several different things that just pop into my head. It's kind of an off-the-cuff video, so check that one out if you're interested. And then I did a vinyl haul episode where I showed off the vinyl that I've received from January to August of this year. Really exciting and fun to show off some cool items, a lot of cool things that I think many of you would be interested in if you haven't checked that out yet. There should be a new Prog Song Shuffle episode with Jana this upcoming Sunday, tomorrow in fact, if you're watching this when this is uploaded. And I'm hoping to also release kind of an August review roundup, kind of like I did with last month, of several albums that I think are worthy to talk about and that I've been enjoying this month. You know, I have about 8 albums that I want to talk through in a briefer format. And then I think I'm going to be doing an ILO review maybe in a little bit of time. I still need to listen to the album a bit more to familiarize myself, but I want to talk about ILO's legacy because I think it's really deserving of its own review. So there you have it. That's the show today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Hopefully there's some news items that you guys are interested in. Always let me know in the comments if there's news items that I forgot or didn't mention that you think were notable. And I'm just grateful for you guys showing up and listening to my show. So thank you guys, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in a future episode. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the music.